Would you rather have your customer learn how to navigate your website over what you offer? I wouldn't. And yet, when it comes to the effectiveness of website design, this crucial distinction is often overlooked, especially in new designs targeting creative mystics. And I get it. As a rebel, I want my brand to stand out from others in the same market. And there are ways to do that without hindering my customers' ability to find specific information quickly. Many modern website designs today prioritize novelty for the sake of being different. However, these avant-garde websites tend to lose potential customers with unnecessary complexity, like bells and whistles, just for the sake of being cool. We've all landed on those websites that feel less like a helpful guide and more like a chaotic pinball machine, right? Lights flashing, bells dinging, and your attention is just ricocheting everywhere. Today, we're going to talk about why simplicity isn't just beautiful, but essential for making sure that your audience doesn't get lost in the game. Let's explore 5 ways you can avoid these mistakes and improve your website. Ready? Hey Mystics, I'm Lisa Stewart, your intuitive business guide. I've been designing websites for over 30 years, eventually becoming web design lead for Fortune 100 companies, small businesses, and nonprofits. Let's get into the first principle of website design. While it can be tempting to experiment with creative layouts on your homepage, the first design principle is keeping your layout simple. Think of your homepage as the front door to your business. Use a magazine cover as an example of the elements you would consider adding to your homepage. Simplicity includes keeping the layout clean and uncluttered to reduce cognitive overload. Cognitive overload occurs when a website presents customers with too much information, complex navigation, or confusing design elements, making it challenging for them to process and retain information. It's like stepping into a pinball machine as a user. Lights are flashing, bells are dinging, and the ball, your attention, is ricocheting everywhere. And you're not quite sure where to aim or what you're even trying to achieve. All those flashy elements, animations, or unnecessary motion designed to grab your eye end up overwhelming your brain instead. This can result in frustration and ultimately a higher likelihood of your customers abandoning the website without making a purchase. They're just trying to get off the chaotic playing field. Now, I don't know about you, but I can't click off those obnoxious websites fast enough. To help prevent this, ensure your design is free from animation or motion for the sole purpose of drawing attention. You'll want to limit the number of design elements, such as colors, fonts, and graphics, to avoid overwhelming visitors, and use ample white space and clear visual hierarchy to guide users' attention. And by white space, I mean refrain from crowding all of your elements together just to fit them in. You can create white space by displaying information progressively as users need it, rather than presenting it all at once in a wall of text. Reducing cognitive overload is essential for creating user-friendly websites that promote clarity, ease of use, and positive engagement. Ignoring customers who have visual hearing impairments, motor disabilities, or cognitive disabilities by adding bells and whistles can make your website inaccessible and frustrating for a significant portion of your potential audience. It excludes these individuals from accessing essential information or engaging meaningfully with your content. It reflects poorly on your brand's commitment to inclusivity, and it leaves a lot of money on the table. Think of how many more people you could help by prioritizing simplicity and ease of use in your website design. Principle 2, the science behind visual appeal. Studies show that 95% of buying decisions are influenced by design alone. That means every aspect of your website, it's the layout, content, and flow, either builds trusts or quietly pushes people away. A well-designed site instantly communicates, hey, this person is legit. Think of your website as holding an energetic frequency, just like your voice or your offers. Visitors can feel that vibe. If the visual tone feels off, the layout overwhelms, or the flow is chaotic, visitors won't stick around for long. Because less is more. Complex websites don't equate to better value. In many cases, it does just the opposite. And this isn't just my opinion. It's completely backed by years of research by Google and other reputable research teams. Findings reveal a fascinating trend. Visually complex websites are often rated less beautiful than their simpler counterparts. In fact, websites that adhere to familiar layouts, those that are standard for their category, tend to be perceived as most beautiful. Research backs this up. Visually complex websites often get lower ratings for visual appeal. Simple, clean designs resonate better because they're easier on the brain. They require less cognitive effort to process. Just like filling out medical forms, complex websites can induce anxiety and cognitive strain. And who wants that? This is because the average adult brain can hold only between 5 to 9 chunks of information in their short-term or working memory. This capacity influences our ability to focus, resist distractions, and make decisions. Consider that pinball analogy. An avant-garde website with bells, whistles, and flashing lights turns your homepage into a creative visual jumble. Instead, think of your homepage as a magazine cover, organized with information served up one cluster at a time. This hierarchy keeps customers engaged and helps them navigate from curiosity to clarity with just a few clicks. Rather than bombarding your users with a wall of text, reveal your information progressively. Guide your customers through a journey of discovery with small clusters of content showing them what they need when they need it. This approach reduces cognitive strain and makes the browsing experience more comfortable and enjoyable. Another reputable internet research organization discovered the trend towards complex homepage designs. While new complex homepage designs sound sexy, these can work against you. It can be tempting to experiment with creative layouts on your homepage for sure. And as I mentioned earlier, as a rebel, I want my brand to stand out from others in the same market. And there are ways to do that without hindering my customers' ability to find specific information quickly. Simple and predictable designs enhance users' experience by aligning users' expectations and preserving their mental models. Mental models are like parking lots. You've ridden or driven in a car for most of your life, and you know pretty much how parking lots work. You find the store you want to park near, you drive down that aisle you believe will be closest to that store, and locate a spot nearest to the door. Website design is much like that. People spend most of their time on other sites, and your customers expect and prefer your site to work the same as all the other sites they already know. So, while my inner rebel sometimes wants to shake things up and reinvent the wheel, maybe even make it square just for kicks, the truth is our homepage is like the handshake of your online business. You want to be smooth and confident, not some elaborate secret handshake that leaves people confused. Sticking to what folks already know and expect in a layout means they don't have to spend precious brain power figuring out how to use your site. By focusing on visual appeal through simplicity, clear hierarchy, and progressive information reveal, you can create a website that not only attracts but retains visitors. These principles not only enhance usability, but also convey professionalism and trustworthiness, key factors turning visitors into loyal customers. Okay, on to principle 3, the role of positioning. This is where we're communicating who you are and what you do. Visitors decide very quickly if your site is for them. What they see without scrolling is vital. Think of it like this. You've got about 5 seconds to make a first impression online. And that's it. If a visitor lands on your homepage and can't immediately grasp who you are, what magic you offer, and who it's for, they're likely to bounce faster than a rogue pinball. Everything above the fold, that top section of your website before you scroll, has to do most of the heavy lifting. It's your quick elevator pitch, your "hello, it's me." A strong homepage clearly answers, what problem do you solve, how do you solve it, who is it for, and what's the benefit to the customer. Your homepage isn't just a pretty picture, it's a conversation starter. In those precious few seconds, it needs to clearly say, "Hey, tired of this problem? I've got the solution, and it will give you these amazing results." It's about immediately addressing their particular circumstance, whether it's pain or pleasure. To some of you listening, this may sound spammy and unsavory. You can do this in a way that doesn't feel sleazy. Stick with me and let me ask you, who do you serve and what unique transformation do you offer? Make it crystal clear. No secret decoder ring necessary. Avoid technical terms or phrases only understood by insiders. Speak your audience's language. This isn't the time to pull out your fancy industry jargon or mystical insider lingo. But generally, avoid making people pull out a dictionary to understand what you do. Ground your language by making the intangible tangible. Speak directly to your ideal client in their language. If you're talking about synergistic paradigm shifts, when all they want to do is know how to take the next step in their spiritual development, you've lost them. Once they know who you are, tell them what to do next and make it obvious. Okay, so they've landed, they figured out who you are and what you do. Now what? Don't leave them hanging. That's like inviting someone into your home, telling them all about your new amazing tea blend, and then staring at them. You need to guide them to the next step, whether it's book a free consultation, explore my offerings, or join the community. Make that next step as obvious as a glowing arrow. No treasure hunts. Lastly, your copy should reflect your true brand personality and build genuine connection, not just sell. And back to that vibe we talked about earlier, does your copy feel like you? Are you trying to sound like some corporate guru when really you're a barefoot mystic? Or are you throwing around vague, inspirational quotes and phrases that could apply to anyone? Your words are powerful. Use them to build a real connection. Let your calm, connective energy shine through, making them feel seen and understood, not just sold to. But let's be real. Distilling all that unique magic and authentic energy into a crystal clear message, especially that all-important positioning statement, can sometimes feel like a bit of a riddle. If you're thinking, okay, but how do I actually make sure my message lands with precision? I've got something for you. That's exactly why I created Mystic Maker's Business Portal. Inside, you'll find resources specifically designed to help you pinpoint your unique brilliance and articulate it in a way that truly connects, so that you can vanquish the vagueness and guide your dream clients straight to your doorsteps without any confusion. Ready to unlock your potent positioning and make your message undeniable? Head over to cocreateyourmagic.com to explore Mystic Maker's Business Portal. Think of it as your backstage pass to crystal clear business magic. Principle 4 is about building trust and credibility online, which is crucial for converting visitors into customers. Think about it. Your website is your digital handshake, your virtual storefront. Just like in real life, if someone doesn't trust you, they're not going to walk through your door, let alone whip out their wallet. So, how do we show that we're legit without saying that we're legit? Think social proof. This isn't about bragging. It's about letting your happy clients do the talking for you. Because, let's be honest, anyone can say they're brilliant or know stuff. And while it might be tempting to create a giant banner screaming, "I know all things," or "Look how smart and intuitive I am," the truth is genuine trust isn't about us proclaiming our genius. It's built on our customers validating it. Ever walked past a restaurant with a huge line out the door and immediately thought, that must be good? The same goes for online. Feature those glowing testimonials from real people who've experienced your magic. Case studies that show the transformation that you offer. Even a few familiar logos if you've worked with well-known brands. These are like tiny endorsements that whisper, yeah, they're the real deal. Next up is the stuff that works behind the scenes to make people feel safe. We're talking about things like secure payment icons, those little lock symbols and familiar badges that say your credit card info is safe here. It's the digital equivalent of a sturdy vault. If you're not personally taking credit cards, but your payment processor does, say like SquareUp or PayPal, you can add their logos to your footer as well. Also, make your privacy policy easy to find, even if it's just a link in the footer. This isn't the sexy part of web design, but it is foundational. It shows that you're not just about the sparkle, you're about protecting their peace of mind. Nobody likes a surprise, especially when it comes to their time or money, so be transparent. If you offer pricing, make it clear and easy to understand. Don't hide the contact info like it's a secret level in a video game. Show real photos of yourself or your team, no generic stock photos that make you look like a corporate robot. The more authentic and clear about who you are, what you offer, and how they can connect with you, the less their brain has to work to trust you. Remember that pinball machine? Confusion equals frustration. Clarity equals connection. And let's circle back to something that we touched on earlier, but it's worth highlighting here: accessibility. When your website is designed thoughtfully with clear fonts, good color contrast, easily navigable by keyboard, is not just about making it usable for everyone. It's a profound statement of inclusivity. It tells every single person who lands on your site, you are welcome here. I value your website experience. That's not just good design. It's building deep trust and showing you're truly here to serve. Principle 5, getting mobile friendly. And let's be real, most of the people meet your business for the first time on their phone, not on their desktop. Statistics show that this trend is increasing, particularly in areas where new discoveries are made, with many users even starting on mobile before switching to desktop. If your mobile site feels clunky, slow, or hard to navigate, they won't stick around for long enough to see your magic. They'll bounce faster than a pinball hitting a dead bumper. So here's what to check for. Touch-friendly design. Can visitors easily tap buttons and links without zooming in? Is the font legible, or are they squinting to read your message? Nobody wants that. Does your site load quickly, or does it stall and sputter like a tired old car? Are pop-ups or animations slowing things down and turning them into a waiting game? Are your menus and call to actions visible or buried under confusing layouts? Can someone take action like book, buy, or contact you with 1 or 2 taps? Make it a no-brainer. Design for fingers, not just feelings. A mobile-friendly site needs to feel like you, but should also function like a frictionless, intuitive experience. Because if your dream client is on the go, looking for support, your site should feel like an open door, inviting them in, not a locked gate that sends them looking elsewhere. By keeping these principles in mind, avoiding the digital pinball machine, and instead creating a clear, intentional experience, you're not just designing a website, you're building trust, attracting loyal customers, and ensuring your brand truly stands out, not spins out. Your homepage should always honor your visitors' preferences for how they interact and consume content. It's about setting clear expectations with clean design, where truly less is more. Because while the web might seem like it's constantly changing, the core of effective design, that's rooted in something much more stable, fundamental human behavior. Decades of research consistently show that these usability principles aren't fleeting trends. They're evergreen truths about how we process information and connect. And as the digital landscape keeps evolving, these core ideas like ensuring effortless access, clearly communicating your values and your purpose, engaging users through thoughtful content, facilitating action and navigation, and always prioritizing simplicity will remain the North Star of a brilliant homepage design. And now that we've explored these essential principles of effective website design, I'm on a mission to innovate classic websites specifically tailored for creative mystics like you. As the creator of the Mystic one-page website templates, I'm blending simplicity with unique standout features designed to streamline your online presence without sacrificing style. If you're keen to learn more about how the website templates will captivate and effortlessly guide your visitors to connect with you, check out this video. And until next time, stay magical.